Stan, nice win today. It seemed like to be a different first to second half. First half, they shot 58% from the floor. What happened in the second half that turned it around?
Well, it was a tale of two halves, John. This is not the team that showed up against St. Rose the other night. I thought for 40 minutes defensively, we played as solid as we've played in, all year. And I thought it was going to carry over, to this game, coming home. And we came out with no passion. We were giving up, a lot of easy layups inside. The ball was going past us in the perimeter. And, nothing spectacular at halftime. We just said, they shot, 58%, in the first half. Figure it out. This is not the same team that we coached, 2 nights ago. And, we talked about holding them to 26 points in the second half. We do that, we have a good chance of winning, and they held them to, I believe, 23.
Chris Walters has been outstanding, but really of late, 16 rebounds against St. Rose. Today comes out and hits for 31. I know Rodney, and obviously you'll say that Rodney is one of your team leaders, as is Cardarelli coming off the injury list. But Walters certainly gives you a spark.
This kid here, finally people are starting to see the talent that this kid has. He missed a year and a half. And there was, a lot of talk this kid might never play again, with the way, his knees reacted after, a couple surgeries. And to see this kid, play and compete the way he's doing right now, especially what he's gone through, it's really, a medical, we can't believe it. And finally the people are starting to see the talent that this kid has, and hopefully he can continue work a little bit on the defensive end, and I think he's going to be an all-league player.
One other thing he was telling me just now after the game was that he's picked it up aggressively. Can you kind of explain that to us about his role on the team? Because it's absolutely right. He is playing aggressively.
Yeah, anytime you miss a year and a half, and basically last year he was just coming to practice, watching. He never even picked up a ball, the whole year. It takes a while. It's like anything else. I think a lot of it has to do with the mental part, because you really don't want to go through that again of re-injuring, one of those knees. And you got to feel for the kid. Mentally you're never quite sure what's going to happen. And the way he plays, he always plays, above the rim. He doesn't play on the floor. And now he's getting, more aggressive. And if he keeps this up, like I said, he's going to be as good as, we've had here from the wing position.
We all remember last year when you played AIC here for the semifinals, and Dobbs lit up the gym. But today you had him contained, and I'm just wondering, was there any extra emphasis on him today?
Oh yeah, there's no question. I mean, we talked about him making 7 threes last year, and I got to give this team a lot of credit. They started off slow during the year. They came in here with 5 wins in a row. And you can see they have good balance. They have some good athletes and some good returners from an NCAA East Regional team, and we had our hands full today, and I thought our kids second half finally figured out that they needed to play with a little more heart and passion.
And lastly, winners of 6 of your last 7. It seems like now you've caught your second win, but now everything seems to be coming together. You got your health, and obviously we were just talking about playing aggressively, and it seems like everything's starting to click a little bit better.
Yeah, it makes a big difference when you have BJ out, in the basketball game, because it makes your bench a lot stronger. It gives you, that experience. Here's a kid here that was MVP in the regionals last year, so certainly, losing him at the beginning of the season set us back a little bit. But now with him back, even though he's not 100%, I think the team is starting to get a pretty good rhythm. And I think our bench right now is a little more solid than it was at the beginning of the season because of his presence.
Nice win.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you. Yeah.